Batman Damned issue 2. First thing, the art is gorgeous, right? The art is...
Oh,
To be
it's Bermejo,
expected,
right?
Yeah.
It is, but like it feels otherworldly. It's the same way when I'm reading like an Alex Ross interior comic book, where everything just feels like it has this like extra sheen of quality to it. Very similar, not similar style necessarily, but like very similar in how they feel overall because of that. And yeah, it's gorgeous. So you've got this idea of Batman being haunted by the possible dead Joker, and he is it builds up to this big sort of final scene. He's sort of looking into it. He goes to a nightclub where Jason Blood is rapping. So he's rhyming, of course, because he's rapping.
I love this book.
Sure. At first, I heard Jason Todd rapping, and that's what made me my first reaction.
Jason
and
Blood.
then when he said it was rhyming, I was like, "Oh no, wrong Jason."
Yeah, Etrigan, yes. And Batman goes in, beats him up a little bit, and gets some information. But he's trying to find out, what's going on here, and the missing time, and blah blah blah. And Constantine's there at the start because he was at the end of the last issue. He's giving him some advice and whatnot. But the whole thing is the big sort of talking point about this issue though is the Harley scene towards the end where the bat signal goes on, but it's got it's all Joker-fied. But when he goes up to the building to encounter the Joker, it's actually Harley with very Joker-esque hair and whatever. But it's Harley because she's got the red and black outfit on and stuff underneath the purple jacket and underneath the the hair and whatnot. And it gets a little bit sexual, where she kind of she's on top of him. She's going to undress a little bit. Batman kind of de-escalates it very quickly. He kind of grabs her by the throat and just kind of
Yeah, and not exactly out of character for Harley.
De-escalates.
Well, you know what I mean. De-escalates the sexuality of the moment. But the book ends with him. He's got her by the neck up against the bat signal, and in the reflection, and you see this earlier on, is it's like the ghosty sort of character that he gets a vision of. It looks kind of like I think it was honestly my biggest problem with this issue is that it's been so long since the last issue that I couldn't remember almost anything that happened in it. And I was trying to say, was Enchantress in the last one? Did we talk about Enchantress? I can't remember.
It was like 3 months ago.
It was a long time ago.
Well, no, I do remember talking about Enchantress because
right, okay.
I had to look up. So, she came to young Bruce as he was having a nightmare.
Yes, it is. So she shows up to him in present day halfway through the issue, and at the end when he's strangling Harley, and it almost ends kind of like the Killing Joke, where he's got her up against the bat signal, and we just like it's raining, right, and the beautiful art's got the puddle underneath them, and you can see a reflection of Enchantress, like sort of upside down in the puddle, looking up at where Batman is, as if that she's kind of like manipulating. So if he did kill the Joker, if it was him that did it, then maybe it was because he was being controlled or manipulated by Enchantress. It's dealing with some of this stuff, and it's funny because I liked it the more it went on because the art was really good, and I'm liking the idea of being haunted by Enchantress, by Joker, by all that stuff.
It's very Arkham Knight.
I don't want to spoil the game.
No,
but it's.
I haven't read the first issue because it actually came out the week I was at a con. So I've not got the context here. Just the way you described it kind of sounded like that.
No, Arkham Knight is very chatty. Arkham Knight is more like Dexter or like something like that. This is more like if the Joker's haunting him, it's kind of like if in a horror movie there was just like hints that his presence is there, but
right, okay.
Joker never appears and speaks or anything like that. It's just the idea that the aura of the Joker is there. Because in the first issue they found like an altar that has like Joker-ized looking things on it.
Okay.
And it's like, is the Joker haunting him? But it's more like a supernatural horror movie than it is a.
I'm with you.
So I never thought of Arkham Knight for that reason. It's nothing like it.
Just the way you were describing it, or it sounded like that without having the context of Reddit.
Yes. Honestly though, so how I feel about the story overall is kind of, there's elements I like, there's elements I'm not sure what they're doing yet, but the art is so gorgeous that I think it's worth reading for the art alone.
This is because obviously having not read it at this point, I'm waiting for the nice hardcover to come out and just read it then.
Yeah, with all 4 of the books on it. I will say for a book.
Is it 4? I thought it was only 3.
Maybe 4. Maybe 3.
I think it's 3.
3 or 4.
I thought it was 3.
It doesn't really matter. If I got it wrong by one number, it's fine.
All right.
But the thing with the book though is that the books are like prestige sized or double sized, yes. And it takes no longer to read than a regular comic book because it's very much letting the art do a lot of the speaking. It's not overly wordy. It flows very quickly. So as a reading experience, it's quite pleasant.
Okay,
it's good to hear.
Very pretty. It's very pretty art. I can't emphasize how good the art is enough. Because I sort of started this going, oh, I can't remember the first issue. Maybe I won't be able to get into this. But the more it went on, the more I sort of was remembering things, and I was kind of piecing it together. And then I just couldn't stop reading it because of the art. I was like, no, I have to keep going. The art's too good.
That makes sense. It's Bermeo.
So yeah. Brian Azzarello and Lee Bermeo. I didn't say that at the start, but there you go. That's what I'm down to.
A classic combo of a team.
Yes. So if I'm rating it, probably an 8.5. 8.5. I'm still not sure what it's doing with the story.
You're enjoying reading it anyway.
But the art is phenomenal, and it has some great sort of ideas sprinkled in throughout. So.
That's cool.
That's where it is. And I'll probably read issue 3 when it comes out.